والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم.
Izzah, honor, and pride is mentioned many times in the Quran. من كان يريد العزة فلله العزة جميعا. Umar goes on foot traveling from Medina to Jerusalem. He goes to get the keys of Bayt al-Maqdis. He shares the way with his servant. In Umar's days, it's not a Jew or a Christian who gets oppressed, not even an animal. We're not going to say a Muslim, not a Jew, not a Christian, not an animal. Umar goes beyond what the 20th century can even imagine. Umar paves the way for sheep so they won't stumble. Umar goes from Medina to Jerusalem. He takes turn riding the camel. His servant takes a turn, Umar takes a turn, and the camel takes a turn. Yeah, that's the beauty of Islam. Even the camel gets to rest. Each one gets 1/3 of the way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send us the likes of Umar. Abu Ubaidah goes to the outskirts to greet his Khalifa, his leader. When Umar happens to arrive, it's raining. And please visualize with me this scene. This scene where Umar is leading a camel. It's muddy because it's a desert. He ties his shoelaces on his shoulder. One in the front, one on his back. Ibn Kathir went into detail describing the scene. He says the hot sun was hitting the bald head of Umar, meaning he didn't have nothing on his head. He wasn't wearing nothing on his head, nothing on his shoes, and his dress, one side of it was described as fully shredded, and the other parts were stitched up. You can just imagine Abu Ubaidah going to his leader, taking Umar to the side. Umar meeting with him. Umar, you're going to meet the heads of the Romans, the bishops and the priests. They're surrendering the keys to you. This is a historic event, Umar. Umar, how about you change your clothes? That's when Umar lets out a sigh. Ya Abu Ubaidah. Had anyone other than you said this, I would have made an example out of him for the ummah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Basically saying, Abu Ubaidah, you're special. You've expanded the Muslim land beyond what many did. You are among the top generals of this ummah. Had it been anyone else who said that, I would have punished him to set an example for the whole ummah to learn a lesson from. Then Umar said his golden tweet, the tweet of Umar. Were people honored with Islam? If we choose other than Islam to honor us, we will be dishonored. We'll be humiliated. Were people who are honored with Islam? If we choose other than Islam, we'll be humiliated. Anything other than Islam, anything other than the teachings of Islam. This last quote in parts of the story, Ibn al-Mubarak mentioned it in his Zuhud. Ibn Abi Shayba mentioned it. Hannad mentioned it. Al-Hakim in al-Mustadrak mentioned it. Abu Na'im fil Hulya mentioned it. It's in al-Bidayah wa Nihaya in the 4th volume. It's authentic, it's solid as if it was in the Sahih. There's some of the details. Some versions have certain details that are different in the beginning part of the story. The simple solution to the ummah. He gave us the simple solution to the matters of the ummah and to how to attain izzah. If mere words of telling him, change your clothes, got him upset to deem it that he's seeking pride in other than Islam, and he was going to use the durra over the head of one of Islam's biggest generals. Durra is the name of Umar's whip. لو قال هذا غيرك يا أبو عبيدة لجعلته نكالا لأمة محمد نحن قوم أعزنا الله بالإسلام فمهما ابتغينا العزة بغير الإسلام أذلنا الله. Wallah al-Azim, my father made me memorize it when I was less than 5 years old. Embed it into the hearts of your children. This is izzah. This is how you ascertain izzah.
Whosoever desires. This is the golden statement that should be written on every rock, in every corner of this earth. Whosoever desires honor and glory, might and dignity, izzah, other than Islam, he will debase him, he will defame him, he will embarrass him, he will humiliate him. Allahu Akbar. You don't need to look far. problem that we are living in today. And all goes back to this foundation. Where is the izzah of the Muslims? Where is it? It all goes back to this bedrock. The majority of Muslims today have forgotten themselves, have forgotten their purpose in life and their entity, have become entrapped and imprisoned to the lows of this deceiving materialistic world, where their eyes and their hearts and their minds and their souls have become sealed and influenced by noxious ideologies and lifestyle. Brainwashed, I say, by a satanic intoxication. Entrapped and enslaved by the shackles of the devil. Consumed by consumerism. And definitely lost in our foolish desires. But a majority of Muslims are more concerned with the pleasure of life, the world of pleasure, than the world of Islam. More concerned in cleaning their homes, but neglect the purity of their iman. More concerned in decorating their homes and their clothes and their cars, while forgetting to decorate their mind with knowledge and wisdom of the Quran and Sunnah.
I just wonder sometimes what Umar would do with his durra on the heads of the ulama today, who are not seeking honor in a new set of clothing, but they're seeking honor in a new set of values and ideologies. Those who throw themselves in the laps of every predator that looks at them, seeking honor and glory through them. من كان يريد العزة فلله العزة لله العزة جميعا. You desire honor and glory and power from Allah. It comes. عزة جميعا. All of it. All of it. All, he didn't have to say it in the verse to emphasize. All of it comes from Allah. It's not arrogance, but it's not to be ashamed to be a Muslim. You show your pride in the teachings of Islam, in the laws of Islam. You don't care about criticism. You don't want to care about those who criticize you. You don't care about the blame of the blamers. That's pride.